Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Ian, and we're back with more Supergirl. I know that we're missing an episode, and I did state for those that didn't read the post last week that I'd have it to you guys by the weekend. Some family things came up, so I apologize. Things got a little. I have it recorded. I didn't have time to edit much, but this will be out. As you are watching right now, this will be out already. The other two, The Flash, for those that watch, The Flash and last week's Supergirl, will be coming out hopefully this week. Since Flash isn't coming out, I will have a day to at least get those two hopefully edited out. I'll have more time to edit those. So hopefully this week. But yeah, again, apologies for the late reactions to those two episodes. But yeah, last week was rough. Well, last week's episode, I watched it on Sunday. But it was rough for a couple people. Alex had a hard time pulling herself from hopelessness, essentially. There was kind of a theme in a way for the group, like Brainy, Alex, not so much John. He's more kind of like blocking off his emotions from himself because of what Magan had said, but he took it too much. Like, I don't think she meant it to that extent. He course corrected too much. Brainy, the scene with Jesse and Katie. Oh my God, those two. I stated, I won't go too much into it because I stated it in the video that'll hopefully be coming out this week. They work so well with each other, and I love that they recently, within the last couple seasons, have been kind of pairing them up together. They did a couple times throughout the past seasons when after Brainy first showed up, but not as much as they've been kind of doing in these past couple seasons. But they work so well with each other, and Jesse's acting was fantastic, and both Jesse and Katie's acting were fantastic, and just I love it whenever Jesse has emotional scenes and Brainy does. I feel like he pulls them off so well, and it hurts seeing him. Anyway, we won't go into it because I went into a decent amount in the video. But yeah, Kara met Nixly, another fifth dimensional imp. I think it's Nixly. I'll find out in a second. That she was able to unlock her powers. We're a little iffy on trusting her, I guess. She has some elements that I'm a little suspicious of, but I'm hoping for the best. She seems nice, if not a little bit driven insane from being in the Phantom Zone for who knows how long. Who knew Phantom Zone could keep a fifth dimensional being? That's kind of crazy. But I guess it makes sense. Has to get containment for anything. They were able to get her dad back. She was able to heal Kara's broken leg, which is good considering apparently in the Phantom Zone nothing heals. Lena and Lex had a little spat going between them, which led to Lex, burning a children's wing in a hospital to spite her. Lena's a decent human being, so she just after that she's like, you know what, we're done. I'm not playing this game anymore, and I'm leaving Vice Corp or Luthor Corp. So yeah, and he's not happy with that because he has nobody to go up against, and that really just irks him. So that might kind of make him kind of expose a weak point, probably. Considering he seems almost kind of going down a spiral. We'll see.
My name is Kara Zor-El. I'm from Krypton.
Whoa. We haven't had. I don't think we've had the opening. Right? Have we? It's always been previously on. Superman.
I am Supergirl. We're going home.
Well, you're going home. He's never been to Earth, so this is going to be completely new to him. Also, it's having to do with what I was saying before about her soul being... It is weird. Okay, I was wondering. Can we free all the souls?
I couldn't wait to get started, so I stayed up all last night and made this. I merged a DEO protogun and L-Corp's protogun.
What is it?
Well, I call it a prototrap.
Uh-huh.
It's designed to trap Prime Phantom and his progeny hands-free and transport
Who
them
you
Oh,
gonna call?
containment.
Lena Luthor.
Fucking Ghostbusters.
Except that's a movie.
It's the perfect movie.
The prototrap is real.
Okay.
Rescuing Supergirl and stopping the Phantom infection.
Prototrap!
Watch out for talons.
Yes.
Should have stuck to decaf.
Ooh.
Her life force is leaving her.
Can we do the thing with that as well? Can we grab the with the thing? Ready? No, all right. Oh no, it's the Prime. Get him!
Phantom, look at his size.
Oh.
He grows bigger with every life force captured.
Forgot about that. Ain't no gonna work on him.
He's fighting it.
We're gonna need a bigger gun.
Or more than one. What if we were to cross the streams? It's the essence of restraint, I guess.
Sorry. Usually have super strength. I can just kick those down.
That's just regular strength. Oh, Jesus. Kara's got them guns. Well, that's not good.
What do you see?
Just us. It's not working.
I was wrong to have hoped.
Well, hold on, bro. We just got here. We'll fix it. Jesus. I mean, I get it. You got a lot of despair, tiny bit of hope, and then it's gone. But still, come on, man. Give us a second.
Strawberry glaze with sprinkles is a rare delicacy.
That is true. But I know what this is, Brainy. With your inhibitors off, you're feeling a lot of emotions right now.
Well, I can stop comfort eating whenever I want.
Okay.
24 storage rooms and still no mirror.
Dang it, Nixly.
What happened?
It was the prisoner with the scar that captured me.
Never
He
mind.
must have been following us. He attacked your father and then he tried to take the mirror.
Nixly, can you do anything to help?
I'll try. My magic is still depleted. I'm sorry. I don't know why I can't get anything right today.
I'll let you know when I'm done. I'm gonna stay. I would like to help. All right. Suit up.
Thanks for the help, Alex. Oh, god dang it. God dang it. Oh my god. There's 2 or 3 more? Can they see? Oh.
Are you all right?
Dear.
I can lead us to it.
No. No, Magan. If you get too close, you'll transform.
But I mean,
I'm not gonna lose you
you
again.
can break the
We have
thing.
no other choice.
Actually, we do. It took some work, but it's finished.
Kara would always choose saving others. That's just who she is. And how do you think she would feel if we rescued her and she found out that we let thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of people die just so we could have her back? Supergirl relies on those that she loves to follow her example, so please don't make this any harder than it already is.
I have to bring Kara back. You see, it's my fault. It was my brother who sent her to the Phantom Zone. It was my experiments that empowered him. It was my war with Supergirl that started all of this. So if this is my only chance to make it right, then I have to do it.
Okay, Lena, listen to me. Nobody blames you for this. Kara doesn't blame you for this. So please, Give me the tracking device. Sorry.
Let's go find my father.
Kara. We can't. It's too dangerous.
What? No.
Kara, honey, I know you believe the best in people, but don't you understand? Your father is beyond saving. He's been holding you back ever since you got here.
He got us here.
He also stuck you in a pod when you were just a child and sent you to a foreign planet alone.
Uh-oh.
He banished you, Kara. I should have just slit his throat when I had the chance. I was going to. I was this close. Instead, I conjured myself up a scar and I knocked him out instead. I let him live. For you. In order for me to get to my home, I have to go through yours.
Ah, she's gonna
And
break
you know what? I think I'm gonna have a little fun while I'm there.
Over my dead body.
Dang it, Nixly!
Which way?
Possibly this way. Oh, that was weird.
This way looks promising.
Phase, guys. Maybe you just track the thing. And then you can just break the chrysalis. Oh! Oh no!
Alex.
Alright, we really gotta hurry up and get that thing open. No! He's already turning, guys. You don't have to. No, not Brady! No, not Brady!
Brady! Don't.
Dang it!
To the chrysalis!
Any chance
No matter what happens,
you let us pie?
stop.
Pie? Or give us pie, that works too. That'd be awesome. Oh, that's cool! That's awesome! Yep, he's gonna have to... hold it yet! Oh, baby! Oh, haha! You suck! You got nothing left! Your power's gone, baby. Hopefully, yes? You're nothing. You are weak. You have no power. Yeah. Cross the streams! Do it! We need one more. Well, I guess that kind of worked. Whoa, worked!
Go ahead. Take your best shot.
That's not you,
You and I
Chica.
both know that can't hurt me.
I know. Nixly, now!
Self-destruct in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, God. Well, that's it for Nixly. She's been... Nixed. I'm sorry. Couldn't finish it.
I know how much your sister means to you, Alex, and yet today you made the most painful sacrifice because it was the right thing to do, and I don't think I could do that.
I didn't think you could.
Every moment I was running towards that chrysalis, I wanted to turn around. I mean,
We rely on each
we
other
all
for a
have
reason.
different life
Like
experiences
I'm part of
and
the team.
perspectives, strengths. It's our willingness to hear each other out. That's what makes this a great team. And if it weren't for your brilliance in making that device,
True.
we all would have failed.
We would have done pretty bad.
You belong here, Lena.
I'm glad you're okay.
Me, I almost lost you today, too.
Oh, now you know how it feels.
And how are we gonna get more of Kara's DNA?
We can collect DNA from a Kryptonian after solar flare.
Or a kryptonite poisoning.
Alex, can you remember all the times Kara blew her powers out?
It's only happened a
Midvale?
handful of times.
Back in Midvale?
Aha! We got this.
Yeah.
Cassandra, this is what my dreams have been about.
Hey, Cassandra.
If we want to bring Kara home, we have to go back in time
Oh! Okay.
to Midvale High.
I suppose that's also a
Just hope we're not too late.
thing. I was worried about going back in time. I just didn't know what for. Oh wait, he wasn't there, was it? He went somewhere else. Or they went somewhere else. That felt kind of sudden. Okay. Alright. Yeah, that was a weird... I mean, I understand... I just wanted to see what would happen, what happened back with Kara, but that just felt such a sudden, like a end. It's like explosion showing Kara's despair, and then like I figured it would be on a little bit longer than that. It was like the last, I don't know, 5 seconds. And how's your pops? Is their dad dead? Because I'm so lost as to what, you know. Again, it was so sudden. We didn't really dwell on it so much. It was just like explosion, show Kara, few moments, done. So I don't know. But yeah, it definitely. You know, the more we went on it, the more Nixly just got suspicious. Like, for the whatever reason, her magic wasn't working when she was able to teleport them there, and all of a sudden she couldn't, you know, fix the mirror. She couldn't heal his leg. I feel like that one would have been a little bit more minor than fixing, I guess, that kind of mirror, maybe. Because I'm assuming it has to be some kind of special mirror. Not just any old mirror will do it. But, I don't know. It was... Yeah, definitely... She definitely seemed a little more suspicious to me than last time. I was a little more willing to give it the benefit of the doubt, but the more it went on, it just felt a little odd. And there was a reason. Reason for that. I was really hoping for her, because I the way she said, you know, I'm gonna either said kill or punish everybody that didn't stand by me. Seemed a bit harsh. I don't know. I don't know how much of her story was true now. Like whether her father really was basically like Zeus or Kronos. Like whether he had actually decided, hey, you know, I don't want you overthrowing me. I'm gonna banish you, and also I'm gonna kill your brother because people like him a lot. Don't know if that's the case. Maybe she killed him. Maybe I don't know. Don't know how much her story is true. We'll never know now because I believe she's dead. I'm not sure. We saw her get consumed by the explosion. Don't know how Kara got out of there, considering how far she'd have to run. I don't think the explosion would have been fast, but whatever. We'll overlook that for now. But I would have thought that she maybe in the explosion she just decides to do that, but maybe she's just too hopeless now. Maybe she was in too much despair to even attempt to Bamf out of there. I don't know, because she, you know, had been wanting to escape for so long, and then it was like within her grasp. So once that was taken away, when she finally had it, maybe she might have just not cared anymore about living on. But yeah, I kind of figured, unfortunately, that Kara was gonna have to break the mirror. I don't know how long they're planning to keep her in the Phantom Zone. Maybe mid-season kind of a thing, mid-season finale. I don't know if they're gonna go on break like they usually do, because I believe everything's been recorded. I'm pretty sure they've wrapped now, so it's not like they have to take a second to, you know, have a break and then come back to film more. You know, that's usually one of the reasons they go for a break. So I don't know if they're gonna do that or not. And we know that Superman and Lois is coming back in a couple weeks. I believe the 17th of May is when it comes back. I don't know if that's when Supergirl is going to decide to take a break, because otherwise I don't know when they're going to be putting Superman and Lois. I don't know where they're putting Legends. That's coming back soon too. Oh, that's coming back soon. I am super excited, but I'm also like, God, there's another show I have to worry about. Oh, God dang, man. I'm gonna be so dead. I don't know when they're gonna. I don't know how I'm gonna do this. I'll figure it out. I'm just gonna probably get less sleep. But anyway, sorry, went off. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna she's gonna finally be freed in the finale, mid-season finale, or something. I don't think it'll be the whole season. I feel like that'll be a little bit too long. But I mean, they did kind of that with Iris in the Flash. But I think Iris was taken away in the mid-season finale, I believe. Hold on, no, not the mid-season finale, because that was Crisis, I believe. Yeah, I forgot the mid-season finale was, I think it was last season was the season for the Crisis crossover. So she disappeared in the second half of the Flash, so she wasn't gone for the whole season. I don't think they would do that with Kara. I don't know. I'd hope not, considering it's her last season. It's Supergirl's last season. Again, that still sucks. I mean, I'm gonna miss all these characters. I'm gonna miss seeing Melissa as Supergirl. I feel like she's just done such a great job, especially in like the latter part of the show. Honestly, the first season was just kind of like the biggest hump for me. Still enjoyed it, for what it was, but definitely the second season onward and showed an increase in the quality. Yeah, I don't know. Both sides had a way to get her back, and they both had to, unfortunately, choose the greater good. Otherwise, Kara would have let Nixly into our world, and she wanted to have some fun before heading back home for some particular reason. Like, I don't know what her reasoning was to have fun in Kara's planet, but that was her plan, and Kara had to break the mirror to keep her from doing that. She decided to give up, thus far, her only option of getting back home, as far as she knows. And she seemed at the end, and I know the reasoning they ended it so suddenly, I probably was like to maybe emphasize the despair creeping in quickly on Kara now that she had to destroy that one door she had that she knows of for sure, because of what her, that's the anchor is what her mom made that tied the Phantom Zone. So I still felt a little sudden, but still, maybe that was the reasoning for that. I'm blanking, sorry, 1 second. And then with on the other side, when Lena was able to make a device that would actually track Kara, but unfortunately they needed it to track the where the chrysalis was. Otherwise, the world would have been doomed probably. It probably wouldn't be instant, but they would the phantoms would spread over time, and it would essentially become another Phantom Zone. So, or maybe not. It would just be where what are they called? Something militians or something like that. 1 second. Zulian Militarian, I think is what they were called. Maybe what they had done before they were trapped in the Phantom Zone in the first place. They would return the planet to that. So, Alex had to make the decision to override Kara's DNA to track the chrysalis, which was, I know, one of the most difficult decisions Alex had to make, and I can't imagine. Lena was kind of essentially the side that would be more like, I don't know if I can make. I don't know, being put in their decision, whether I would go the route of Alex or Lena. Like, I would like to, as bad as it sounds, I would like to hope that I would choose what Alex did. To go with protecting and saving the world or the vast population, over being able to save my sister or my loved one, anybody in that limelight. But it'd be so hard not to go the route of Lena. Like, especially, unfortunately for Lena, she feels responsible for putting Kara in that situation in the first place. Her feuds, all of it stemming from her feud. Giving Lex the ability to harness, the powers he had before, and putting him in that situation to use the Phantom Zone projector on Kara and sending her in the first place. She feels responsible for all this. And in essence, she kind of is, but it wasn't. Like, Lex was the one that pulled the trigger. He was the one that honestly, it was partially due to Brainy, also that he was able to do that. I mean, they like he had the like it wasn't due to Brainy because I mean Brainy didn't. I don't think he had known that he would know that Brainy would pull in the Leviathans into the tube, and then that Lex would use that, giving him the powers of all those from Leviathan. Now, granted, he didn't have the powers when he sent her away, but that it, you know, no wait, he did have the powers. He had it at first, so it was able. It kind of like weakened everybody, and then he shot the projector, but like an instant before Alex depowered him. So it wasn't. It's not her Lena's fault. It's hard for her to accept that though, after everything that's happened. And luckily, Alex was able to talk her out of leaving the group because I mean she just got here. She has not nowhere to go now, but she's left Luthor Corp. She doesn't have a team, technically speaking. Like she could, have the team. She has their friendship, but she would maybe not be working with them so closely. But we definitely needed her this episode, or not just the episode, like for dealing with the Phantoms. Otherwise, we wouldn't have been able to track them down in the first place. She was the one that made the machine to track Kara, but that gave us the ability to track the Chrysalis. So Lena was definitely a necessity. She was kind of who saved the world, or at least the majority of the population from these Phantoms. Again, I think I stated, I'm pretty sure I kept this in, but I was wondering whether we'd have to go to the past. I didn't know why. I was trying to think, what would be the reason to go into the past, deal with them? I don't know how they would either. I don't think... Well, I guess they could just, straight up make Time Machine. Because it wouldn't be too much of a jump from making a portal that jumps you from space to space. It'd be, it wouldn't, because that's a whole bending time and space kind of crap. So I don't know. Have they time traveled before? I don't think so. Or maybe they could ask Barry. Maybe that's why the Flash didn't have an episode this week. Maybe, I don't know. Or maybe there's something else that was going on. I know Flash is having one next week. I believe that's the right week. Yeah, I believe they're having an episode next week. So I don't know. But I don't know. I guess I didn't expect it to be because we needed, her DNA for when she. Why is it? Hold on, sorry. Why was it needs to be whenever she has a burnout? Oh, because they need her DNA. Because otherwise, I guess they wouldn't be able to collect the sample in the first place because she'd be too tough. Or Scanner would be too tough to collect the sample. Fair enough. Okay, that makes sense. They didn't state it, but they didn't technically state it. But I think she said because McGann said after a solar flare. Okay, gotcha. My bad for just kind of not piecing that together. Do we need to use the Phantom for that though? I understand, they're saying he's a bloodhound, he would track by instinct and all of that, but couldn't we kind of use that to use the machine again? I know the crystal's broken, but I would think they could use the machine still to track Kara possibly. I don't know. And I'm still here. I have a query. As why couldn't they, I understand, not that it'd be easy to just hey, let McGann go in and essentially possibly sacrifice herself to track down the Chrysalis, because what if they couldn't break it open? But they kind of there wasn't a possibility that there wasn't a mindset that what if we don't break it open, because if they don't, then that's it. But in terms of having to choose to use the machine to track down Kara or to track down the Chrysalis, and they were kind of well, McGann, John was we don't want to I don't want to lose you, or we don't want to lose you. If you get near that thing, you could be taken and turned into a Phantom. But that being said, if we were to break it open, she'd be back, right? That was kind of the whole reasoning. One of the reasons to breaking open the Chrysalis in the first place. Although, that might have also put it over the edge of fully crystallizing and being impenetrable. So that might have been a bad idea. So, there's that. I don't know. I have no idea because we don't really have like a measurement per se. I know they stated like we had an hour until it was solidified, but if more souls keep going, then possibly it would speed up the process. So maybe that's one of the reasons why they might have stated that, and my mind didn't process. Like I was thinking about why didn't they just use that, the fact that they could get her back. That's a kind of maybe too not necessarily logical. I mean, it is, but like too logical, I guess. Like doing that whole thing is like, well, I mean, why not just sacrifice this person for the greater good? I mean, it's not that big a deal. That kind of a logical thing, like, well, too logical in terms of taking emotion out of it. Maybe that's too much of that. I don't know. I just felt like we could do it and get her back, but I don't know. Maybe that could have also put the world in jeopardy as well. So maybe that was the better choice to do, to use the machine instead, the tracker. I love the blatant Ghostbuster reference with the machine, and I love Brainy that he's such a like fanboy for all these Earth cult classics. It was mainly thanks to Monel, I think, because he had shown him before they came back. But he's always just. It's fun whenever he makes the references because it's such a quirk of his. Even now, when he's a little bit more logical and sort of than he was before, but I think less so now because of thanks to Lena, and that he's not working with Lex because he was trying to do that so that he wouldn't go back on it and possibly put the Earth in jeopardy. But like whenever he's like kind of like in awe of the machine, like that's the perfect movie, and he's like, but this is real, okay. Just like I love even that kind of interaction between the two, even though it was like so small. I just love that kind of little bounce off between them, and Brainy's kind of like childlike wonder of this being real now. And I thought when they had that moment, I was like, I'm a 12th level intellect. I'm sure I can figure it out. I thought that was kind of going to lead to something happening with the machine, but he was able to work it fine. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough to get the giant Prime Phantom, but I mean, he was able to work it perfectly fine. Yeah, so I guess we're going back in time next episode. That never goes wrong. Hopefully, they don't change too much. For this, they're not necessarily changing it. I mean, for their goal, they don't necessarily need to change anything. All they need to do is go there and collect a sample. The only issue would be like, I don't know whether they're planning to do it incognito without letting young Kara and Alex aware of what's going on, or let them in on the situation. Like, hey, by the way, if we don't get your bit of your DNA right now, we will lose you possibly forever in the future. So a little help, please. I don't know. Not really sure. I'm not sure what the approach is for this. And then there's Kara, who's still stuck in the Phantom Zone broken. They're only of what she knows of thus far, her only hope to get back. So I don't know about that one. I don't know what we're gonna be doing there. I don't know where she's gonna be going from now because we don't have Nixly to teleport her around anymore. She's gonna have to find a place. If she doesn't have her powers, she's alone. Not even her pops is with her, which wouldn't really help too much now because considering he's ankle's broken. So it would just unfortunately be easy pickings for Phantoms, and I know Kara wouldn't want to leave him, even if he tells her to go. It possibly would, him begging her to leave might give her the push to leave him there, but it'd be really hard to leave someone you had thought was dead for so long, and then you have the chance to bring them back home alive. It's kind of hard to just turn your back on that, especially your parent, your loved one, someone that, again, like I don't know why I'm going back in circles. You know what I mean? It'd be hard to give that up. We got time travel. We got possibly hopeless Kara. But until then, guys, that is it for this week's episode for Supergirl. Hope you enjoyed it. This last week's episode will hopefully be up soon. If you want to stick around for that and next week's episode, go ahead and check click subscribe. Get notified whenever those go up. And if you want to see any early access stuff like Young Justice and The Promised Neverland, that'll be up hopefully soon. Still working on catching up again on Flash and Supergirl. Check out our Patreon. We get early access to all that and other shows that'll hopefully be going up there eventually. Yeah.